Welcome everybody to a quick review of the 10th Doctor Sonic Screwdriver from Nawya Replicas. As you can see, I am not a professional reviewer, so I don't have a cool creative space, just a corner of my home work office. I also apologize for the breathing. I've been fighting a cold for a couple days. But here is a new 10th Doctor Sonic from Nawya Replicas. It comes in a usual very nice box with a nice bit of spot glazing on the spot gloss on the cover. A little bit of TARDISes around the package there. Naya Sonic Screwdriver. 10th Doctor Sonic Screwdriver. When you pull the packaging open, you form the inside. Now, full disclosure, I bought this from a third-party company who takes the batteries out so we can get them to the US. So this has already been opened. I've already put batteries in, and I've made one modification that I'll show you. Have a nice foam protective cover on it. Then when we get into it, we have the instruction sheets with the Doctor and all of his villains. That is a joke on there. Nice schematics of the screwdriver. Kind of looks like a wood burning carving of it. And on the back we have a picture of the TARDIS with the Naya symbol on it. What I do think is funny is the legal governance inside. The final one says, no warranty. The manufacturer disclaims any liability or injuries for damages resulting from the misuse of this product. But the final line, by purchasing this item, you acknowledge that you have read and understood this disclaimer. Enjoy your collectible responsibly. Except I can't read it until after I have purchased it. So by purchasing it, you've said you've read it and understand. Well, this is time travel, so maybe somehow that actually works. Getting on to the Sonic Screwdriver, we have the plaque that says no more, although I don't know why they didn't use Allons-y, which was the catchphrase that the 10th Doctor used. No more was the War Doctor, so I don't get it. And nestled in a nice safely, we have the 10th Doctor Sonic Screwdriver itself. Now, I did say I made some modifications to it, and I will show you what I did. I removed the flathead screws and replaced them with grub screws. Now, I know that the prop did have the flathead screws on them, and they were also painted in the crackle to kind of conceal them, but I just did not like the way they stuck out from the bottom of the Sonic when you held it in your hand. They were constantly touching my fingers. I didn't like it. So I ordered some grub screws. Now these were 2 millimeters wide by 2.5 millimeters long. Got them from Amazon for $4.50 for a pack full of different sizes with wrenches. Going on to the Sonic, it has a nice gray body, but if you notice, it's not really a crackle. It's more of a tear pattern. But then again, the paint that was used on these Sonics 20 years ago is no longer available. So now you did an excellent job with what they had available. Although again, it's not really a crackle pattern. It's more of a tear pattern, kind of like the MFX did back in the day when they made theirs. But still, it's a beautiful Sonic. Of course, the aluminum body with the brass, aluminum parts with the brass body on here. The quadruple A battery just comes off in the back, slides out, goes in. Now, one thing I did notice, I just want to put mine finger tight, because if you screw it in past finger tight, they kind of mess up the electronics. The electronics can be kind of dodgy in this. Sometimes I do not get the full sonic warble. Sometimes I just get the light and a little, oh, there we go. See? There we go. If I screw it too tight, then I think I have a bad solder joint somewhere in here, and I have not taken it apart. It has a nice acrylic rod piece in the center here that you don't find in most replicas. It's usually just cut and painted blue on the inside. I do like that it gives it a continuous body feel on here without any major indentation. Has a different ribbing section on the bottom here than the Aztec Sonic Screwdriver did. And of course, the cap is shaped a little differently. The pommel, I guess you could call it, and the emitter side is slightly different from the Ninth Doctor version. However, I've read on Discord that they are interchangeable. What I might do someday is if I can get better prices for the Sonics or get some secondhand, I might try to get a Aztec Sonic screwdriver and put the Aztec pieces on the gray body because I do like the pommel better on the Ninth Doctor Sonic screwdriver. I did get the stainless steel Sonic screwdriver for the Ninth Doctor, and I have to say that I did like the stainless steel much better than the aluminum. Let me. Should have had that ready. Sorry. Compared the Ninth Doctor to the 10th Doctor, the stainless steel just has such a nicer luster to it. And again, the different pommels. I do like the Ninth Doctor screwdriver design for the end piece, as well as the stainless steel so much better. Of course, the emitters are slightly different. The Ninth has slightly larger hole than the 10th. The other 10th Doctor does. The windows in here, and overall, the Aztec Sonic is just a bit taller than the 10th Doctor Sonic screwdriver, even though the body of the 10th is longer than that on the Ninth. If I could get my big hands out of the way. There we go. Overall, between the two, I have to say that I think the Aztec is probably my favorite overall body design, but I do like the slide feature of the 10th Doctors as opposed to just pulling, but again, not a deal breaker. If you are a collector and you want to have all versions of Sonic Screwdriver, then by all means pick this up. Nawya continues to make incredible replicas for very, very good prices. I bought this through a proxy buyer, a third party through Nawya Replicas, so it did cost me more. I know on Superbuy you can get them for like $80 US with shipping, but I paid about I paid $155 for this Sonic to get it through the proxy. They took the battery out and shipped it to me, but I got it. They are kind of slow, the third party. When they get them in stock, it usually takes them a week to create a label, then another 3 or 4 days to get them to the post office, and then it has to make its way to the US. So if you buy one and they're in stock, you can expect to take at least 2 to 3 weeks to get to you from the time you purchase it if it's in stock. If it's not in stock, it could take a little bit longer. Other than that, it's a great Sonic, and you will probably enjoy having it in your collection.